What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It is a 2020 NA Apprentice Season 4 Qualifier number 1, which is the GSL style league for North American players. I'm Yodaslim, and I'm here with Light VIP. How's it going, Light?
What's up, Yoda? We're back. We're here with some NA StarCraft, and this is our first
Light,
time.
You are still muted, my guy.
I am still muted. I was muted in Discord, not in.
Or, yes, no, not in OBS. I can't tell when you're muted in OBS.
My bad. What's up? We're back. This is our first time casting NA Apprentice qualifiers, and yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. It's kind of cool. I didn't know until the last minute because I don't do proper research, but I will next time. But this is cool. So we're gonna get right into it, and we're already starting off with the good one. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. This is the Purple Terran, and he is playing for Alpha X. It is LastSurprise.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE. We all know him. We love him. We love his name, especially. It's the American Zerg player representing Exxon Gaming. It is ETpwnHome.
Now, how would EP even pwn home?
What does that mean for the movie, right? Like what
Exactly.
What does he want to do at home?
He was phoning home, but now he's pwning home. So is he just like wrecking all the noobs in his homeland?
Is this a sequel?
Maybe.
Is this the sequel to the
This is the sequel where he goes home and then he pwns home. He pwns everybody. Or maybe it's just a movie about E.T. pwning another alien named Home.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, right. A little bit of wordplay there. E.T. pwning Home. But
we need a player called Home now, and we need to start.
Yeah, we need a player called Home. That would be hilarious if they had to face. That would be greatness. But interestingly, it's straight opener from both players.
Yeah, nothing too cheeky. Which I mean, sometimes we expect that on Everdream. You know, sometimes we get like fast roaches or something, but it's all good.
I mean, we still could, but it's getting too late for fast roaches here.
yeah, and
I feel like he could have got that.
Oh, he could have. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do that trade. It depends how you feel as a player. Do you need that scout or do you want that tumor?
Right. Like especially like the first Reaper, like you want to keep it alive to see the third base, to maybe sneak into the main base in case there's like an early lair. But yeah, it's rough. The best Terran players get both. They get the tumor and they get the scout.
Yeah, exactly. But instead, we're gonna get the Banshees when you can't get the tumor or the scout. Jeez, that's close.
Yeah. And yeah, you know, we've got, as you said, 1-1-1, pretty standard opener. We have the switch, so we will be seeing Banshees since there's no fusion core or anything like that. Oh, what?
Oh, Raven! Whoa!
What?
Okay, I'm just gonna quit casting forever here. It was good knowing you guys. A Raven. No, this is definitely something tricky here.
It is.
No telling what. I mean, I could see like an auto turret going down in a mineral one.
Oh, he's even making it look like it.
He's researching vision. Oh, the Cloak Banshee, and he's going for concussive shells on the back of this. So I think maybe he's gonna like Dorito cannon an army or something. I don't know.
What a big brain. I love this. I love it when they do this. So yeah, the deception makes it look like Banshees. So obviously ET is going to be getting ready for that. Instead, it's going to be Ravens. And I mean,
I don't get it. He canceled concussive shell and then went into stim.
Okay, I don't get that.
Like I'm all for mind games, but I don't know if your player's like so ahead of his normal human brain power that he could see what was actually being researched.
I don't know.
Maybe he's expecting his opponent to be watching the stream, and like if he's even thinking about stream sniping, he's still gonna be thrown off.
Exactly.
Maybe LastSurprise doesn't even know what LastSurprise is gonna go for.
Yeah, and that's how you do it, right? Like if you don't know what you're doing, how's your opponent meant to know what you're doing?
Yeah, but honestly, that was very uneventful. He kind of just threw the turret out there and it did nothing.
Yeah, it feels like a little bit of a waste because the Raven was hidden and oh my god, it's gonna get sniped!
So now that idea was completely awful. I mean, the game's not over, but it's pretty much over.
The game is over, but the opener, like, it just didn't. Yeah, it didn't really do much.
It was really cool, but I think you know, he could have done more. I like that play, you know, trying to clear the creep up by hitting the rocks. That's become very popular. But yeah, I think he could have. I would have liked to see that going for like a mineral line or something.
Yeah, that's
and then if he kept it, even in missing it, if he kept it alive, he could have still gone for the creep clearing.
Exactly. That's what I kind of assumed that he was going to do. We've seen that before. Yeah. Specifically, there's an Australian player who does this sort of stuff, and he's like the only person I know who does it. Who goes 1-1-1 into Raven harass. It's like what? But
jeez, that's hilarious. But it seems viable. It seems like it should work on paper, and I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to lose. Obviously, he didn't mean to lose the Raven. He wasn't like, hey, I'm done with it. Take it. I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
No, he was trying to keep it alive, and he got picked off because there was a lot of queens here.
Like, shout out to ET, right? Like, he was defending with all these queens. He focused fire the Raven immediately. Oh, no chance to use energy. Yeah.
He's going straight into Hydras and Banelings. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, interesting. He's throwing down a macro
hatch. I think he
got
his fourth base up.
Yeah. He's just taking straight up. You know, double evos, all the upgrades as well. Like all this, like the upgrades especially were a little bit delayed because of the amount of queens he got. But like he defended well. He's fine.
I feel like he's just getting real aggressive here. I feel like he's making a lot of armor for just being on 3 bases. Yeah. Or he's at least teching up to build a big army soon.
I mean, it also goes to show what you can get away with when there's no harass, right? Like if there was a Banshee or if there was auto-turret harass, then he would have had to remake more drones. Like he would have been more uncomfortable to deal with.
Like double spores on the third, so I guess maybe he was scared of something. Like Banshees, so he made an extra spore down in the third base. He has 2 over there, and it's kind of useless now because there was no harass.
Yeah, and this is a nice timing. Look, everything's kind of lined up for LastSurprise.
Yeah, the base literally just finished, and he's gonna come in and take it out completely free.
Oh, and there's no Banelings either.
Yeah, that was a real questionable engagement there. ETpwnHome is looking to not have a lot here. He did lose a base, which is okay because he's still sitting on 3. But as we say, his LastSurprise is taking his 3rd base also. Yeah,
he's got his 3rd. He even has reinforcements here as well. And like, I like this. He's just going home. He doesn't have to stay.
Yeah, he knows they're on equal bases right now, which I think it's good. But I think ETpwnHome was maybe not planning on this, but expecting to go for a big all-in, or has to now at least.
Yeah, I would say that ET, like he was being a little bit greedy, and oh my god, is he gonna get the CC? Not bad.
Yeah, you're right. He was being greedy.
Yeah, like he didn't have any Banelings ready at all. Like he had very minimal army. He only had Lings, even though he had the Hydrodon, so he didn't really have any Hydras either. And now finally he's working on his army. He's trying to double expand at the same time. So honestly, LastSurprise, he did well, and like he needs to do stuff like this, especially because like I would say that he's kind of the lesser known player.
Yeah, and this is crazy. ETpwnHome just has a couple Banelings. Okay, now he's morphing in 10, but he knows there's bio, and he had like 3 Banelings since he lost his 4th. And if he had to go for the rich gas geyser. It's really the only way to make up for it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna help. And again, like
they're all falling into their own.
ET's army is still quite small, to be honest. They're still
they're carrying him. They're throwing a parade for the man. They're like, cheers.
He's like, guys, I just want to work. I just want to.
But here comes push, and this is scary. Creep is being cleared, but it's gonna take some time for this clear to go, or this creep to go away.
Oh, and he's maxed. LastSurprise is maxed out. He's like, yeah, he's ready for
maxed
this.
Out. And I was just banking up money so we can remax after this. So I guess it's not totally remax, but we have a pretty bank to start making more supply here. Yeah, ETpwnHome is not maxed out or even that close to it, especially with these little squads here. I love this. LastSurprise moving a little hit squad here and there, and now the main army does get on all the tanks. Did a lot of damage, but I don't think he's going to have enough to hold this. The army's still here. There's still a tank alive. There's Widow Mines. Oh, good run by.
Oh yeah, that's why ET didn't have a lot here, because he sent like a lot of his army for that run by, and it looks like he may be able to hold on, but the bio doesn't have too much health.
I don't think so. These Widow Mines are about to reset, and the medevacs have so much energy on them. But it's hard to clean this up back at home. Even getting out of range. Oh, the friendly fire. That's always pretty good. He's taking out a lot of Widow Mines from the fight right here. So it did buy him just enough time. And now it looks like he does have enough to hold this back, maybe?
Yeah, the
tank Banelings split to that side.
Yeah, the tank just goes down. The Banelings crash on the Marines. There's only a handful of Marines left, so ET should be able to hold on. And it's so good that he was able to deal like all that SCV damage. Otherwise, like he would this wouldn't have stopped. You know, like the parade push would have. Yeah, the parade push would have just kept going.
Okay, so ET's kind of like down in workers, I feel, because I mean, he's down a few workers, which normally doesn't seem big, but you know, the mules and all that. You want to be ahead as a Zerg. He does have the rich gas, but I feel like he's down. He's getting good upgrades. That's one thing he has going for him. He's getting plus 3 melee armor, and he's getting the pneumatized carapace and ultralist as well. So his upgrades are on point. He has really good upgrades, but is it going to be enough here?
Yeah, like he has really good tech, but as you were saying, like his economy is hurting a lot. Like his rich Vespene gas space isn't even fully saturated. He lost a lot of drones. He doesn't even have the gas. He's trying to take another expansion. So like ET, he needs a little bit of time to like, you know, regain his economy and himself. And so does LastSurprise, because he lost a lot of SCVs as well. So like they both were kind of hurting after that. But LastSurprise, I feel like he has like more momentum.
Yeah, he definitely has a momentum in his favor, and now it's kind of in a weird position because ETpwnHome is getting his worker supply up, so that is good. He's going to be able to come back in the game now, but at the same time, LastSurprise got the 4th base and is now mining with the mules, so definitely out-mining ETpwnHome right now. And this giant push right here, what does ETpwnHome have? He has 1 ultralist. I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Maybe with friendly fire from Widow Mines, but he has to be so careful not to like waste these ultras.
Yeah, and here come the Banes, and good kiting. They don't actually really attach or connect at all. 1 connects, and all the ultralists are alive though. Widow Mine didn't really do much of those things.
Yeah, he really needed these
Widow Mines.
Like if it wasn't for the ultras, I don't think ET would have been able to hold. So it's so good that he was able to tech up and get that. And now he's starting to counterattack. You know, he's held, and now he's got like a decent economy. You know, 86 workers. It's pretty good. Yeah.
If he could transfuse these and then save them up till he gets his upgrades coming up here in a minute for them. I forget what that upgrade. Oh, the Widow Mine! Oh my god. You know, that's the worst feeling in the world, is a Widow Mine.
There's another one as well. He has to be so careful.
Oh no.
It could kill an ultra as well, right? Like, oh god.
I think it can kill that ultra. Maybe not. It's pretty thick, but he doesn't even have concussive shells till just now.
If only he didn't cancel it earlier, right? Like,
yeah, if only he didn't cancel it earlier. It's more important to have concussive than stem. All right, it finished, and he engages just as it finishes. The Widow Mines are gonna connect, and they do take out 2 of the ultralists, completely like shutting down the push of this army off of creep for sure, at least. And he needs some transfuses. They're so low.
Oh, there's more ultras though. Can he finally break through the tank siege?
I don't think so. Oh my god, that was just not the engagement he was looking for. Now he just wants the rest of his reinforcements to come out, but I don't think they're going to come out in time. He's going to lose some bases. He's getting a little too desperate here, not even making any banelings at all. Just going queens, 1 ultra, and it's not enough. Or is it? No, it doesn't seem to be enough. Can he hold from here? No, GG. Oh man, that was so good. I think ETpwnHome just got a little impatient.
Wow, yeah, definitely. Like, when you're in that, I don't know if you noticed, but he was like expanding to the top left of the map as well. Like, if you've got that many bases, like, just let him take one, right? Like, you just let him have it, back off, make banelings, right? Like,
even if you don't have extra bases, take one of those bases, back off, because if not, you're dead.
yeah. That's
And now, obviously, this is not something that's easy. Like, I was watching it was like Sarah on Hero Marine earlier. I was watching a rerun, and it's like the amount of control Sarah has to just sit back and wait and hold until the very last second. Then you go in when you know you can crush the army. It's really important, and it's a hard skill to acquire.
Yeah. Like, as a Zerg player, or I mean, I'm sure it applies to other races as well, but like, you need to have a lot of patience. You need to know when to engage, because like, if you one wrong step against like tank, you like take a bunch of tank volleys for free or Widowmine shots, like it can just ruin you.
Yeah. And you know, Zergs, well, you got to get like a good surround going. You got to get it the right amount of banelings. You got to have your queens. Everything just has to be just right. So yeah, I think it would have been a lot better if he just pulled the drones off of that base, pulled back, made as many banes as he could, and just got more army out. But it was a good game and really good play by LastSurprise. So
yeah. Even with like the opener that was a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, it was a cool try, but the Raven just didn't work out. But that didn't mean that it was bad. Honestly, it kind of killed a lot of the creep early on, which ended up later helping him.
Yeah. Like the creep spread, especially in that area, because that's where he kept pushing, right? Like that's where he just.
And any Zerg who plays that map knows that's the one spot you need creep against a Terran. I mean, I guess against everyone, but like that's if you're playing a Terran, you need creep on that side. It's just such a big, wide, open like runway. Like it has a big Terran sign saying "Walk this way." But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is game number 2. And we are down in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE. And this guy right here, who's playing for Exxon Gaming, is none other than ETpwnHome.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the American Terran player representing Alpha X. It is LastSurprise. I'm just.
What's gonna be this time? Any proxies? Anything cool?
I honestly,
Maybe another Raven.
I'm just really surprised at how LastSurprise played. Like he, played really well. He was able to take out a GM and LastSurprise his Masters. His Masters won. He's like on the cusp of breaking into that top 200.
Yeah, so that's cool that he could actually take a game off of ETpwnHome.
Definitely
a big accomplishment. And it's pretty normal opener here. Or was that pull first? I can't tell.
It's pretty normal. It was hatch first.
Hatch first, okay.
Yeah.
I was paying attention. Reaper coming out, base going down. Are we gonna get a Raven? I feel like we'll see some battle cruisers here or something.
Yeah. I feel like, especially like at this highest level of play, in a tournament, in a best of, right? Like I doubt we're gonna see LastSurprise do the same thing twice, especially because of how the first opener went. Went kind of poorly.
Sometimes you want to redeem yourself, so you might be like, guys, let me show you how it's really done. This is what I meant to do. Which I wouldn't mind either, but if he tries to do it again and then it doesn't work, then it's like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Kind of. you did it to yourself.
Yeah. You may as well just make a Banshee at that point, right? Like just.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far pretty standard. We have ET trying to hide, but he gets caught.
That was a good one. Good hide, but then good find, but then also good Evo chamber trick.
Yeah, and actually the Lings are
not Evo.
the Lings are headed across the map. Oh, he got blocked.
Oh, he got him. Rip. It's cool. The Lings are going across the map, and he's not making anything. Not even like a defensive Marine. You actually can't make a Marine. No.
Yeah. So because of that, I mean, an SCV at least should go down. Ooh, forces a cancel on the orbital as well.
He does have the one defensive Marine, by the way, but it's not enough for all these 4 Lings, so he can't really do much with it. The SCV is like derping over there in the top corner.
Yeah, so
now for a second. Yeah.
Honestly, it was like decent damage for, even though like he got his third base delayed, like he was able to delay the orbital and delay mining time.
Yeah. And that makes it just about even, I think. It's less time for you to get a mule down, which is less mining, like you said. It delays it. He even lost 1 SCV, I believe. And he's doing it again. I like it. I'm here for it. He's gonna do it right this time, and I think he can.
I imagine so, right? Like if you're doing it again, you're like hyper aware of this time, right? You know, you're playing it, you're like, okay, this time I'm not gonna lose it. Like you're just like focused. Okay,
and he did the same thing. He's going for, is concussive shells cheaper? Maybe that's why he's doing it. When he, I don't know.
We'll see if he actually finish it this time, or is he gonna cancel it again?
Way. He's gonna do the same thing. Maybe this was his plan. He's playing the series here. He's playing the series here. I can't believe you called it. That was a good call. I don't know how you. What gave you that impression?
I don't.
Being so bold.
I was like, I just drew it out there. Maybe he's gonna finish it.
What warranted that response? And what warranted you to be right?
Oh my god, that's crazy! And he uses the turret again on the Overlord.
Ooh, but he got the Overlord this time. Last time the Queens were in position to stop it, and well, actually the turret targeted the Queens and then tried to target the. So that's what he meant to do.
And
so he got his value. Yep. Oh, that was good. I knew he could do it. I knew he had it in him. Now, unfortunately, this is really bad for ETpwnHome. He's getting double Evo chambers. He's getting Baneling speed, which is good, but does he have that many Lings out? Not really. He's not morphing in any Banes. I expect maybe like a Medevac and a bunch of Marauders here.
Yeah. So
actually, not making Banes is good for him right now.
It's interesting. ET is actually doing this like pretty much the same thing he did last game, where like he sacrifices a lot of like ground army and instead he focuses on defending with Queens, and instead he gets like double upgrades and like Bane speed and everything later. So he's a little bit greedy when it comes to his army, and it's getting a little bit punished here because of it.
Yeah, and as we see, the tanks, Stim, Orbital, and more Marines. I think there's gonna be a push coming here real soon.
This is a lot of creep. A lot of creep just got cleared up. Like that was like like over like 12 like creep tumors. Like Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say that. I think he honestly let it get bad because he was. I mean, he has the Hellions and the Raven. He could have been clearing it this whole time, but he let the Queens kind of just push it around. He just wanted to take out the Overlords, and then he's like, all right, the Queens are out of position. Let me just mop this side up. Mop the sludge up of this side and mop the sludge up of that side, but he's gonna have to keep doing it. He needs to clear it all the way up to the third base so his army can really apply some pressure. And he can do it with this. There's no defense. Like he's still being greedy. He's making 14 Lings now, but it's pretty late.
Yeah, here we go. More creep gets cleared. Oh, he's gonna try and maybe get us around and catch the army.
Auto turret. If it gets too dicey, I'm sure he'll throw down a turret.
Yeah, because that could also mess up the AI and make the Lings fight the turret instead of the Hellions, and then use that as like a distraction. More creep gets cleared up as well, and now the really important part about LastSurprise's like opener is that here comes the push, right?
Yeah, and I don't think this was scouted. There's been no like Overlord on the other side of the map or anything. There's no Overlord speed isn't done yet, so ETpwnHome has no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
He will shortly, like right now.
Something that's nice is like all of ET's upgrades are all lining up. They're all finishing up right now for this, but the tank's already sieged.
Yeah, the tanks are sieged, and I don't know if he can engage into this base right here, but he got concussive shells, and I'm a little confused to why he never made a single Marauder.
Yeah.
I was really expecting a nice Marauder push here to stop all the Banes. Maybe because he didn't see army.
Maybe, and I love how he just used the auto turrets to protect the tanks as well. It's just banelings and hydras, so this will get cleaned up, but a lot of the banelings, like, it's not an efficient trade.
Yeah, it was such an efficient trade there. I'm looking at the units lost tab, and it's almost double for ETpwnHome, resources wise.
Yeah,
that is crazy efficient. And they're on even workers.
Oof, yeah, so LastSurprise, he got a lot of value out of his push, even though it didn't get cleaned up, and now he's on 3 bases. He's on equal workers, which is always better for the Terran. Wow.
I'm just wondering what's up with the concussive shells. I think he just forgot to cancel it.
I think so as well. Like, I don't understand it at all. I don't. Either he forgot to cancel it, or...
to not see, that was his response to not seeing like banelings being morphed in, or roaches coming across the map. Maybe it was like a defense in case of roaches.
I just don't understand why start to begin with, right? Like, why don't just wait?
To throw off the Overlord.
Does it get thrown off there?
No, because he still makes stem after, so I don't know.
So try to understand.
Yeah.
You know what we
need?
It
works.
You know we need Dr. Patty Mac to dissect this replay, all right?
Oh yeah, we need Dr. Patty Mac. Now we need an NA podcast to dissect games.
yes, we need the greatest minds of StarCraft to discuss this and figure out what is happening on the NA ladder.
Yeah, we need to get all the best NA ladder players in the podcast. Seems to be the theme. These Hellions are still alive though from the very beginning of the game, just generating so much value. Oh, I like this. He kind of like has the Marines in one spot, the Hellions in the other. Oh my God, what is he gonna do here? He can't pick up. He's stuck out. He's gonna lose everything, but he's got to be going for a push somewhere else, maybe.
And
no, that's it. No,
yeah,
right there. That was a push. There's no more aggression.
Yeah. Like LastSurprise, like he was trying to like control here in the middle, like keeping ETpwnHome's attention. Went for the push, trying to be a little bit sneaky, but he was already ready for it. He collapsed on the army, killed all the tanks, and honestly, he defended really well. And he really needed something like that. But oh God, that's a lot of wasted veins.
Ooh. I don't know what he was going for there. He just had a handful of Banes and a couple of Hydras. That's not really a big army that you want to attack right into the heart of the Terran with. And I do like this. So he's getting 13 Banes right now, 48 Lings going into the Ultra Tech, but at the same time, his base is going down. He has more. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. He does need to secure himself another one. That was interesting. I think he tried to attack before the Banes were done.
Yeah. Again, it's you have to be so careful when you engage, but that was a really nice drop. He was able to actually snipe that. Another drop here to the south, denying another base, trying to just get as much damage as he can. So LastSurprise, he's been really on point with like pressuring like different ends of the map.
Yeah, he's been doing really good. And I was just gonna say it as they come out, but I'd like to see some Widow Mines thrown in here. I feel like they did really good from last game. And they are. I think we're just having like a complete repeat of last game, but LastSurprise is doing a little bit better.
Yeah, he's just finding more and more damage. It feels like game 1 was kind of a warm-up, you know, and now he's like getting into the swing of things.
I love this. I've never seen this. He puts his units on patrol. And what that does for the AI is when Banelings come in, like little by little, they will automatically attack the Banelings, so they won't all just bundle up into the Banelings.
Yeah, and it's basically a way to pre-split, just in case Banelings come in as well. And then he gets another base.
Yeah. It's frowned upon in like the big leagues and stuff, I guess, because you're just so superior. But you know, it's nice. LastSurprise isn't ashamed to do the things he needs to do to win here.
Exactly. And behind this, like the thing that's scary is that LastSurprise, his bases have been left alone. Like in game 1, ET got that massive Ling run by and killed a lot of SCVs and stuff to keep him in the game. But LastSurprise, like his bases have been just perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think he needs to tech into some, like, I don't know, Thor army or something. Throwing something a little bit more heavy hitting here. Yeah. But he's been doing good. He's been canceling bases, and if he had, actually in the like northern part of the map from the ETpwnHome side, he's posturing to just keep denying this base, and he's gonna bleed him dry eventually.
Yeah, he's kind of pulling ET apart a little bit, and oh, this tank is so vulnerable at the same time.
Yeah. I was gonna say that side, he did kind of lose a lot of army. He was really trying to deny that base for ET. Oh man, the Widow Mines are good. But oh, I love this, a drop into the main. And he's not gonna find too much here. He doesn't have enough army to take out any of these real techy buildings here, but he gets a couple workers, kills the queen, I think, and pulls the army back at least so they don't go for a big all-in.
Yeah, like he's just all over the place. Like he's even got, after that, Marines are clearing creep in the middle of the map. They're barely alive, but they're doing something, right?
Yeah, oh, Medivac goes down.
Oof.
I like this. He's playing Hydra, like Ling Bang with the Ultras now, which is kind of unseen. Like if you see Hydras normally, it's just straight in the Ultra list. Ooh, that was nasty. Is he gonna catch this one? No, he's not. Ooh, another one, 7. That's actually not that many.
Oh, yeah, but like whatever he can, right? Like, look at the worker count for both players. Like, LastSurprise is 95, and ET, he's not even at 70.
I didn't see that. Holy crap, I did not see that. Wow. Wow, LastSurprise is playing pretty out of his mind right now.
Yeah, he's just not stopping. And to be fair, ET, like he's trying to macro up. He finally has a little bit of time to breathe and get himself together. As I say that, another drop here, but ET, he's in position this time. He's ready for it.
He is ready now. He just got that medevac kind of chilling. We do now have the late tech units. I mean, we've had Ultralist, but now we're getting the Vipers.
Yeah,
seems like a pretty standard game. I just want to see LastSurprise do something more. He's got the economy, like, max out, get some Thors. I guess he is trying to just trade out some arming right now because he's maxed out. And now he's going to take his, like, what, 6th base over there?
Yeah, he's about to take another base as this drop. Like he gets more drone damage. He gets stealing more and more. I agree though. Like LastSurprise, he needs like liberators or ghosts with his army, especially to do with like the Ultra Viper, right? Like you need something to like snipe them out of the sky.
ETpwnHome is just now going for the double Spire here. So we get the upgrades and the greater Spire and double upgrades after.
This is a little bit scary. All the Ultras are here on the right-hand side, but the army for LastSurprise is here on the left.
Honestly, both of these players are pretty darn rich right now. But, you know how that goes, Terran mines out, or trades more efficiently than Zerg, so eventually if they split the map... Oh, but also ETpwnHome's going for a big attack. So now this is kind of a base trading situation, and it's like... It's one of those base trade situations where the real question is who goes home first. Yeah,
exactly. There's no Protoss here. There's none of this recall shenanigans. None of that. It's who is going to commit to this, and it looks like LastSurprise is coming home.
LastSurprise goes home. I don't know if I like that. It seems like he kind of could have held. Oh, but he's going for a drop in the main of ET. That's what I like.
Oh, he's going to get the Ultra.
Not that big. That's a good pickoff for that small army, but I feel like he should have kept pushing with the bigger army. Actually, no. He did take out the 2 bases going north of ET, and that's actually really good. And I guess it was a good call, because now, the Widow Mines just destroy all the Ultras.
Oh my god.
The Queen just sat back and watched.
Yeah, they just watched it. Like, we could have transfused the Ultras, but you know what?
Yeah. but come on. You're gonna send the women in the battle? I don't
exactly.
think so.
Right. And I mean,
we're gentlemen here. We leave the queens out of it.
He's gonna get on top of the tanks.
The blinding cloud is absolutely disgusting. I think he got maybe like 5 or 6 tanks in that, maybe 100 tanks. I don't know. I lost count, but that was absolutely amazing. And now ETpwnHome is getting the engagements he wants. He's trying to recover his lost bases, expanding, and LastSurprise is still doing good though. Just really low on gas here. A lot of friendly fire, but also took out a whole bunch of the Ultras.
Like, LastSurprise, he holds on for now, but with only 1 Liberator, I'm a little bit concerned that I think ET may be able to just have enough to push through. He's respecting that 1 Liberator maybe a little bit too much. I think there's definitely an opportunity here for him.
Yeah, I really think that LastSurprise is lacking the change-up hit. I don't know if there's like a specific late game counter this, but he needs more of a different composition. And yes, he hasn't made any Thors. There's not that many Liberators. Ultralisk are just completely uncontested, and they're doing more damage than they really should here. And even though he is holding, it's getting a little dicey for him. He's having to retreat, remove the SCVs, lift the base, and he's not near maxed out anymore.
Exactly. Like we've reached a point in the game where finally ET is the one dealing damage, and his bases are left alone. And now that he's been able to do that, like he's looking in an amazing position. Like he's basically about to get maxed out. Like he has a good worker count. LastSurprise, he's trying to expand. Like but he just needs time to kind of get everything like settled. And even if he does, like still no Ghost Academy, you know, no Thors, nothing. Just the same.
Yeah, Ghost Academy.
Yeah, it's just the same army, right? And this does not scale well against Viper Ultra.
Yeah, it's the thing. Like, this army has worked the first 15 minutes of the game when you're fighting Hydraling Bane, but then it's switching to Hydraling Bane Ultra, and now you throw in the Vipers, and LastSurprise is gonna slowly get hit here. And really, this composition kind of depends on ETpwnHome messing up, which he's not going to at this point. Not with this economy. Ooh, a lot of workers. Oh, 10 workers went down. And yeah, that's gonna cripple the economy of LastSurprise here.
Yeah,
I do like the tank thing, but they get yoinked.
They get yoinked, and this is the last army for LastSurprise. No medevacs, just the ultras, everything. I mean, sorry, just the marauders, and the marauders do okay against ultras, but there are just so many.
That planetary with the hydras behind it, that's like the most DPS you could get out of any Zerg army. Ultras with hydras behind it. And with that, look at the worker count. There's a counterattack going down, taking out a base, taking out 18 workers even. But even with 18 workers gone, he's getting to the meat and the potatoes of the Terran army. And he's going straight for the supply here and the production. And with that, I think ETpwnHome should be able to secure the victory. And then we'll go into a game number 3. Which raises the question, what is LastSurprise going to pull off now? What? He's going home. He just wants to hold.
Okay, he's going over to the left-hand side, which, yeah, this is the last, like, real mining base, and there it is.
He saw an army, he's like, yeah, I can't beat that. GG, that was a good one. LastSurprise had him, man. I was hoping he would go into something else.
Honestly, I think the big moment where suddenly things swung in ET's favor and then he just never let it go is when LastSurprise, he pushed out, I think it was around the 15-minute mark, he pushed out, and remember he had like 6 tanks and they all got blinding clouded and surrounded by ultras, like on the right hand side. Yeah, that was a big part. Yeah, that was like true, when that happened, like his army supply just plummeted, and then it just never.
Yeah, I think it was the 2 big moments where with the first base that LastSurprise lost when all the ultras hit, and he was also attacking. He decided to come home.
Yeah, the base
I think he could have left a little bit more army there to keep doing damage.
Yeah.
But after that, then he lost the tanks, and that was kind of the big moment where it's like, wow, it's really hard to get that many tanks back anytime soon. Like at that point, you scrap tanks altogether and just go Thors, really.
Yeah. I was about to say that that like because we saw when he went back home, I think he sent like 1 drop into the main of ET. Like if he sent like maybe 2 more full medevacs or something, like maybe like there would have been enough DPS to like maybe even like kill the hive or something. Like
yeah, he did lose quite a few medevacs, so trying to go for drops.
True. And
at the very end, he got that base on the like eastern corner of the map, so he was doing good. I just, against that composition, you got to go, I guess, like Thor or Liberator, really.
Yeah, I would still say that the big thing is ghosts, like ghosts.
Ghost. Ghost, Thor, Liberator, all of that. Liberator, Ghost, ideal.
Yeah, like as long as you get the snipes off, like they can just annihilate ultras. Like ultras just like fuck, they just evaporate. It's like
yeah, and then it forces ETpwnHome to go into something else different. But he just stuck with the Marine, Marauder, Tank, and Widowmine. We'll see here. He's got another chance. He was looking good in game 1, looking pretty decent game 2. This is game 3. It is the ace match. See, it was a good first matchup to pick. I enjoyed this one. Here it is. It's game number 3. In the bottom right-hand corner, it's a Zerg player. He's playing for Exxon Gaming. His name's ETpwnHome.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the American Terran player representing Alpha X. It is LastSurprise.
The question is, does he finish concussive shells this time or not?
I was about to say the same thing. He's gonna do something crazy. He's not even gonna start it. He's not even gonna start it.
Or he's gonna go straight for stim.
You know what? He's gonna go Banshees. That's what he's gonna do this game.
He's gonna go Banshees. He's gonna be crazy. He's gonna get real crazy with it. He's getting weird now. He's going Banshees.
Yeah. He's a madman. He's lost his goddamn mind. He's going Banshees.
Going Banshees in a ZvT? Who does that? The Reaper is out. Or I guess on the way out.
It is on the way.
Getting fitted with his jetpack.
What I will say is that, you know, for the people watching, for people in general, like if you wanna, you know, if you're interested, if you play Terran and you're interested in this kind of unique style of play that you rarely see with Ravens and, like, you know, maintaining like creep control, yeah, just, you know, you can get the replay if you subscribe. Just saying.
Oh yeah, that's right. You get all the replays of this and other games. Yeah, the replays are sick. The best replays are, like, obviously when you get the IEMs and the whatever other big events are done. DreamHack replays, those are sick.
Yeah, definitely. I just love it when there are games like this where a player has like a unique style that you rarely see but works at GM level. It's like, you can totally do this. Like if you want,
you can totally copy that build and just do it.
Yeah, why not? You know, just mess around with Ravens. It's crazy, but it works.
That's how I get most of my builds. I see something crazy and I'm like, I want to try that. I mean, if it works in Grandmaster, I'm sure I could like half-ass it and do good in Diamond. And it works sometimes. I learned a pretty good Roach build. Nidus Roach, ZvZ. Oh. It's a terrible build. But it works 90% of the time. Thing placement. He's trying to hide. He's playing hide and go seek.
It looks
he's
like
counting to 100 and then he's gonna come find the lings. He's like 23, 48 for 950. He just cheated and now he's like, all right, like those kids who are like 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, and then they just come out.
Yeah.
We heard you guys. We knew y'all were cheating.
Yeah, screw those guys. I mean,
yeah, screw those guys. I may have done it once or twice, but it was on accident. When they fake cover their eyes and they peek still. Yeah, I remember you guys.
Oh, he's actually making a Marauder. What?
He's going real crazy.
Wait, yeah, he's not switching. He's not going for the Raven.
Yeah, no Raven this time. Instead, he's going for the Viking, which is cool. I like this. I can dig it. And yeah, ETpwnHome has gone for no scout whatsoever. He's just now going in from the back of the base. What is he going to get his vision on?
Oh, so he does see the starport. He does see it building something with no add-on as well. And he sees researching racks, which, I mean, could just mean stim, you know?
Yeah, he's going to see the Raven as well. I mean, not the Raven, the Viking. So, I don't know. I feel like he should know what's up here.
Yeah.
But he's going Banling now.
This is in the, oh my god, he's going for a Marauder Hellbat push. We've got an armory on the way.
Yeah, he's going for Marauder Hellbat push.
And we'll see how this goes because, again, like Banelings, you need Banelings to try and deal with the Hellbats. And then, you know, Lings for the Marauders and Queens as well. But because
you know what? We saw Special do this a couple times. Remember? I don't remember what we were casting, but he did this where he put him in the Marauder or in the medevac and dropped them.
Yeah. There's definitely different ways to do this, and at the moment, oh my god, ET's just droning up. Like if he keeps droning up, this could just kill him.
Oh, I think he's pretty dead. That's a lot of drones. He just made like 9 drones. He's gonna have a couple Lings. He's 8 like Lings coming out.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow with Banshees. When the Banshees come in, this is definitely over with.
Oh my god, here we go. They're morphing in.
Oh my god, and the Marauders are here.
Oh, they're slowing down the Queens as well.
Waddle like you never waddled before.
Oh god, the third gets evacuated.
Do something. There's a lot of Banes here, but with the Marauders, you know how that goes.
Oh, we'll see. How good are the splits? The Banes are coming in.
Oh my god, they do absolutely nothing. Nothing at all.
Wow.
No way. Did LastSurprise just take out the beast of a player that is ETpwnHome?
Oh my god.
Lings. Just a couple Lings.
He's just got Lings and Queens. The Bailing nest is going to get targeted down as well. There are 3 Bailings being morphed in, so maybe he can hold on with just enough. It looks like he will.
And the medevac comes in. The medevac can still pick up and get out of there, but it's not going to due to the Queens. He holds. Somehow he holds. And he's up workers. He's up in supply. He's now mining more than his opponent, but the Banshee follow-up is coming right now.
It is, and I think what's important is that he evacuated his third base and he kept all those drones alive. Like the push never got into the mineral line of the naturals, so ET, he was being very greedy and he got away with it. Like he got away with all those drones that he made.
Yeah, and honestly, they lost pretty much the exact same amount of resources in that engagement. Both losing about 1,500 minerals, 200 gas. Now, I would say this is better for LastSurprise just because he got 2 Queens and 25 Lings went down, and 8 Banelings and 2 Creep Tumors. So it's just like a lot of collateral damage and an Overlord as to where he just lost straight army supply. So he can't fight anymore, but LastSurprise's like actual setup was a little messed up there with Creep Tumors and Queens and an Overlord going down.
Yeah. It was some good damage. Ideally, like he would have gotten into a mineral line and gotten a lot of drone kills as well. So it was really cool that ET was able to save a lot of them. But we'll see how this goes as we do have those Banshees that are finally coming in. They have Cloak and there's 2 of them as well. There are Spores, but the Queens are not really in position.
Yeah, and this is kind of random, but just like Annie Man just pulled up in the chat, there's a Matrino, guys. You could use it. Appreciate it. Adds money to the tournament, to the players. But the Queen barely survives. 4 drones went down. That's pretty decent, but not amazing. Oh my god, he resaturated too early, you greedy man, ET.
Loses another drone. Almost got a Queen, but the transfuses were on point. Was able to save that one, and yeah, these Banshees, you know, they got some worker kills, which is nice, or they're keeping like the Queens attentive here, but ET, you know, not bad defense.
Yeah, he's been defending on point so far. A lot of other players would have been dead by now, but not ET. You know, but check out this little Sin City going on here. It's gonna be real hard for anything to get through there.
Yeah, definitely. I love how the 4th is already on the way as well. You know, like LastSurprise, he's you know, focusing on his macro. I say that as he is going for this push, which, to be fair, unlike the previous games, there's plenty of creep this time.
Yeah, it looks like they're going on opposite sides. They're both posturing up for an attack here. Or maybe ETpwnHome is just clearing this out. I can't tell. But I feel like he's going to move up and try and go for something here unless he sees his push.
Yeah, this push went all the way around the long side on the left-hand corner of the map. It should get spotted. There it is. It does eventually get spotted. And
it should definitely cancel that base.
Kill!
Killed the base. Wow. And ETpwnHome doesn't have enough to make another one. Now he does, but that was really brutal. He was just transferring drones over there, expecting it to finish soon.
Yeah, it's really cool that despite the fact that he hasn't really been able to clear much creep, he was able to find a way around undetected and get a kill on that base. It was really, really slick.
The timing on that was perfect.
Yeah, and then he just
there's a hole in the wall.
There is a hole. That could be dangerous. We may see that come into play later.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows, right? His whole army just walked through it slowly. But I mean, it could be good if he has tanks in position, because Lings could just trickle in, but can't like fully flood. But also it'd be bad with Banes.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Oh, okay, he's plugging it up. He knows.
Look at the Sim City though. A lot of Banes there could completely cripple his supply.
Yeah.
Imagine if he just ran 20 Banes into that.
Oh god, that'd be a nightmare.
That's like 70 supply gone, dude. That is awful. That is dangerous. I just want to see some mutas come and stand on top of that for a minute or two.
Oh god, I that may happen later. We'll see. I hope not.
He just made like a vein that's ready to be cut. That will bleed him out for sure. But all the upgrades are coming again. I feel like we're in the same place, just a different opener from LastSurprise.
Yeah, nice 2-2 timing for the Terran player. He is pushing on forward, but he is pushing onto creep, which is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows about the creep tumors to the north that he has to clear out.
Yeah, so at the moment, ET can see everything. Meanwhile, ooh, the Banshee is gonna find
nice
a little
double
bit.
prong harass. Is he gonna go for a drop? Ooh, he's splitting it up, going for a drop behind us as well. But the wings are already there.
Yeah, ET spots this. He's gonna do with it.
Wait,
Oh no, he pulls his
oh,
arm back.
What?
No.
Oh my god, he could have completely crushed that. Oh, he left a little bit of army? I guess I don't know where that army came from, but
yeah.
He lost 6 more drones than he should have.
I think it like just hatched out from the eggs, but yeah, he was able to clean up, which is nice. The Banshee got dealt with as well. But you know what happened in the very beginning? Oh, that's the medivacs get picked off. Is that this space was cancelled? It was denied. So LastSurprise, he got his damage done. Then he left. Like he didn't commit too much of his army to that.
Yeah, so he canceled that base. He canceled the base down there in the corner as well, and then he hit it with the Banshee. He went in for the drop. He did drone damage, and now he's up workers.
Yeah,
and it looks like he's going to secure himself another base.
He's getting another base. He has missile turrets, sensor towers in position as well, just in case there's like a big run by. Speaking of being run by, we have again the army. Yeah, he's like sneaking around.
Burrow Banes! Oh, that was nice. Now 2 Burrow Banes isn't a lot, but that did quite a bit of damage.
Oh, he's going for its round.
It's so many tanks though, but he should be able to actually crush it, and it's gonna be rough. A little bit late on the blinding clouds though.
Yeah, but all the tanks get covered. They're doing nothing right now, so they should be dealt with. There should be enough hydras, maybe.
I don't know if that abduct was necessary, but
yeah.
Move the Vipers!
Oh,
Move the Vipers! God, they're all so long.
He's hunting them down.
Oh, the Viper Hunters.
I can't believe they all got away. Look how low they are.
Viper Hunter. Yeah, they got away. They got away with murder. Now they're on the run. They're wanted for abducting tanks on the streets.
And the base, it got killed again. And 18 workers went down at the same time. I believe the Ultralist Cavern was sniped, so it will have to be remade.
He's making ultras right now. He made 6 of them.
Yeah,
before snipes. So that's kind of cool. There's so much larva on that base. Maybe does he not have it hotkeyed, or is he just really good at injecting?
I imagine it's not hotkeyed. Maybe I
don't think it is hotkeyed.
I mean, he's maxed out, so I guess he doesn't need it. But
that's the only base with that much larva.
True.
That's larva. That means you haven't used that base or ran out of larva on a base this entire game.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Maybe he could have won earlier if he had that cube. This isn't a good trade here. It didn't take out any army. I really think the only damage done to LastSurprise in that engagement was due to the splash of his own tanks.
Yeah, and there we go. The Ultra's Cavern is being remade. I think because it was sniped, I don't think ET has any Ultra upgrades. I think these are just basic Ultras. So yeah, he has to be very careful with this. Like they're very squishy because of that.
Indeed squishy, but now if the tanks aren't sieged up, but the Vipers are in the back, sleeping on the job, full of energy, just doing nothing.
Right, like
he's actually getting pretty greedy here. He's sending a queen all the way up there to try and plant down creep right where the tanks are. Perfect blinding cloud. Why, LastSurprise? Why do you bunch your tanks up? Late game army.
Oh, God.
Even a parasitic bomb, because he only needed 1 blinding cloud for all 30 of his tanks.
Yeah. Like we've seen this time and time again. LastSurprise is really good at splitting his marines. His tanks, they often get really bunched up. So ET, he got a lot of value with that. Even with unupgraded ultras, he was able to take that fight, take that engagement, and yeah, you know, he holds on.
Put all his tanks on patrol and then siege them.
We should see a bunch of tanks like dancing around like in a circle.
Back
and
and forth.
do you think that would work? Maybe. Like
I think it would. If you have them on patrol, and then when you see an army coming in, you just siege them all.
Yeah.
And they'll all siege up in different spots. I mean, better than just one blinding cloud killing them all.
I think you've just cracked the code. I think that's like
I
a
might
big
have
brain
cracked
move.
the code. It is. I kind of feel it's like in basketball. Oh my God! Look at all these spores. He's like, wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Turns back around. I feel like putting the units on patrol is like when you throw a basketball like granny style, like through your legs, but you still swish it from half court. It's like, yeah, I wasn't pretty, but hey, man, I made the shot.
Oh God.
Try to get it done, but hopefully, I mean, the Marines might be pushing the tanks into a split. Nope, no split here.
Yeah, I mean, at
We need
least,
to have every single tank split in this scenario.
especially because like here we go, the Vipers are coming in, the Ultras are coming in as well, and I don't think there's enough here for LastSurprise.
But let's just be real. If there was any amount of Ghost here, this would have been very favorable for LastSurprise.
Ooh, and with that, the base gets denied as well. Even reinforcements going down. There isn't too much here from ET, but it looks like there's just enough anyway to push him back. And ET, okay, he backs off. He decides not to try and engage up the ramp, which, I
mean, you really can't.
yeah.
He needs pains for that, which, he has 13 on the way, and I like this. It's kind of his thing. I wonder if he has like what's his Q here? But he goes for the double spire. And here it comes. I don't know if he's going to get a greater spire or go for +1/+1 on the air army.
Yeah.
Very interesting. He's doing it. He's doing it. I love him. He's getting ghost.
What?
I hope he's not doing it because of us. I hope we didn't bully him. I hope this is just his decision as a good player. He's like, you know what? I'm going to play so big brain. I'm going to throw this game. I'm never going to go ghost in game number 2. And he's like, game number 3, I'm going to come back and I'm going to get my tank stuck. And then I'm still going to win because I'm going to make ghost.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of a Yaku curse here as the Sim City was just a little bit too messy. The tank is stuck. Hopefully that doesn't come into play. To be fair, one single tank can deal a lot of damage, so it's hard that that's happening.
But now, where do things spawn coming out of there?
Right? Like,
what if they could stack? Like they spawn on top of the tank?
So things are getting a little bit congested in the main base, but like LastSurprise is still continuing to drop. Like, I love that he's getting those ghosts. Like, it's so important that he is. Like, those energy units are so crucial in these late game scenarios.
Yeah. And I think with that, LastSurprise is looking a little bit better to win this here now. He's got more workers, he got more bases, he doesn't have the perfect army composition, but he's making so many ghosts. And if he can just hold and defend, he's got a planetary, he's got tanks, he's got anti-air for the Vipers. He had anti-air for the Vipers, but he still has ghosts.
He does have ghosts, and a lot of supply, a lot of Zerg is being used to kill this planetary. So now here comes LastSurprise with his main army. 26 SCVs went down, but will ET be able to hold against the counterattack because he only has 1 Baneling with this army and 5 Ultras?
And they're already pretty damaged. More of the snipes coming in. Oh, they're disappearing, melting. Oh my God! You see them, you blink, and now they're gone. But the Hydras are able to clean this up, and oh my God, are the snipes just gonna be supreme here? They are.
Wow.
That was top-notch sniping there, straight out of the Ghost Academy.
Oh,
where do they learn how to snipe? They don't have any shooting range to snipe at an adequate distance to learn these types of skills. But here it comes. We've been talking about it. He's not going. Oh my God. How many workers are going to go down? He skipped the workers.
Oh no,
forget about it. We don't need the workers. There's so wow. There's so many weak workers there. Not the ghost.
The ghost.
Wow, he saved them. Okay, never mind. It was not the ghost. I said not the ghost, and it wasn't. It's all by me.
A lot just happened there. A lot of almost nothing and almost something happened.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A whole lot did and didn't just happen.
Exactly. What's important is that there are a lot of ghosts, but like 26 workers went down earlier, if you recall, and ET, like, he's maxed out. LastSurprise, he still needs time. He's down almost 50 supply. And oh God, there's a lot of Banelings here.
Oh my God, this is gonna instantly kill this. And oh, good lift. Oh, nice. There's actually no anti-air, and unfortunately, you can't parasitic bomb buildings, which I feel you should be able to do. because they're flying.
It would make more sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe if you parasitic bomb something next to it, it still takes damage. I don't know if that's the thing, but it should be. And now he's kind of lost all his mining bases left here. LastSurprise, that is. And they're still kind of mining even just because of the mules, except ETpwnHome is getting a lot more gas here, and he's going to be able to expand and secure more bases. He's taking both of the rich gas geysers right now. And LastSurprise just lost all his army right there. Now he's sitting at about half the army of ETpwnHome. Ooh, good snipes here. But he can't retreat with his army. He's blocking the ramp with his tanks.
Yeah.
This might come into play here when this army... Oh, no. It's definitely going to come into play. He's got to get out of there. He's going to have to run through the creep.
Oh, he's going for the surround. He's going to try and surround the army.
Oh, he can't get out of there. There's no running from this. Oh, there's no vision.
There's no vision, but the Bailey's
going for that. He's going to activate. He's going to manually activate. Oh, he manually activated. Okay, so I don't really know how that went. Was that good or bad? And then 14 drones just walked right into all of those liberators eached up, and I don't know what this game is anymore. Who's winning?
Oh my god, it was such a big brain move for ET to manually detonate his Banelings. You were right, he had no detection, but Banelings, they don't even care about detection as long as they blow up, they deal that damage, and he lost a lot of ghosts like that. These are really expensive losses for LastSurprise. He has a good army, but he needs to mine. Like, he needs bases. He's finally trying to mine here from the top right. He's been trying to take the bottom left for so long, but oh god.
Yeah, he's mining pretty much, I don't want to say double, but almost 1,000 more resources right now than ETpwnHome, just due to the fact that he dropped about 500 mules in that base. And I think he's got more mules than workers on that base.
Yeah.
But denying this base right here, that is super huge. And now, I love this. He switched into Liberators. That's what he needed. Liberator Ghost. I don't know if you heard me. I don't want to take all the credit, but I will take some of it. I think he's trading because he heard us talk about it, and he heard us say to switch, but, oh my god. Also, ETpwnHome going for the perfect counter to this.
Oh. Yeah, the Corruptors are here. They take out all the Liberators. There's more reinforcements, and the Ultras are really low. A little bit more. Oh my god, they all melt!
The reinforcements with all the Liberators actually did okay here, but there's really no answer to these Corruptors. There's also no counter to the Corruptors. It's a weird scenario.
Yeah, and that mining base, the one with all the mules, it just went down to a Ling Bane counterattack, and oh, that hurts so much for LastSurprise. He needs that money. Look at, to be fair, both of them actually hurting for the economy.
Hey, yeah, the ET, like neither of them can secure one of those rich gases right there in the center of the map.
Oh my god.
I mean, obviously, LastSurprise can't get that base over there.
Yeah.
In the north, but he's gonna try and get it.
And something that's important that I just realized, ET, he actually can't afford more Ultras. He doesn't have the money for it. He can't make Ultras anymore.
He's broke. Yeah, no more Ultras. Uh-oh. Now he's going for Infestors.
Yeah,
it's
and
the cheaper option.
Yeah, it's a smart move because it's an energy unit, right? Like you can keep it alive and continue to use it, but we'll see.
Oh no. So many links, and because there's no Ultras, I feel like the Widow Mines are going to cause so much damage. Oh my god. And he keeps some of the... I mean, honestly, these ghosts, their objective is to run away until all the Banes are gone.
Yeah.
And he did a great job. And I don't know, can you hold here now with just Lings? There's no more Liberators. Here comes the reinforcing Liberators. But Liberators aren't good versus Lings.
No,
there's no planetary here either.
Yeah, there's no planetary. Just pure Ling may be able to win this game. Like, he's going to be able to trade so well. Oh, but the Widow Mines are coming in as well. Does he just have enough?
I don't know the math that is happening here.
They're not burrowing. The Widow Mines really needed.
Oh my god. He really needed a planetary here.
Burrow it, please.
And with that, he doesn't want to burrow. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
They're panicking. He finally burrows.
Oh my god. And the split. There's only one. The lift of the base, and they're going to keep vomiting or peeing, whatever they do. They're gonna do their thing that Corruptors do. And with that, the last mining base is gone for LastSurprise. 0 income for him, other than a little bit of gas. ETpwnHome securing the rich gas geyser base as we speak. He's gonna transfer all drones he has left And with that, I think he's gonna be able to secure the victory.
Yeah, that was just too much here. And LastSurprise, he has like 0 mining. Like he has no mining right now. He has some gas. That's all he has. He can't do anything.
We need to make the battle cruiser thing. Fusion core. Oh, it got denied. Okay, that's huge.
Oh, but what about the army? Like, to be fair, Pure Ling doesn't trade well against Marines, so this is a good trade, but there may just be too much.
But also, you can't really trade efficiently when your income is 0.
This is true. This is very true.
Like ETpwnHome, he's got that one base in like the northeast of the map. Oh, that one too as well.
Yeah.
But this one in the corner right there is also fully saturated in mining, so I don't know. Has he just been trading better? I think he's been denying more bases. I think they're both bleeding each other out, but ETpwnHome has been bleeding out longer, and he can take out some workers here, but even if he takes out this base, he's literally mining nothing and has been for the past 2 minutes. So every second that passes is going in ET's favor.
Yeah, right now LastSurprise is actually long distance mining. He's trying to. Oh my god, there's a bunch of burned Bailey's here.
Oh, that's so rough.
Oh god, that could come into play later.
I feel like it won't because there's not even enough army here to Bailey bust on.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, just once the workers are there, unburrow and go into the mineral line.
It could work.
Yeah. I mean, he can deny this base again. ETpwnHome just taking it to take it. I don't think he really needs to.
Just kill that base.
Yeah, I think he did just kill it.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty big.
Oh my god, but like, look at the supply. LastSurprise is 25 supply.
And he denied that base going down again with Lings.
Oh my god, this bastion of hope for ET, this one mining base has been his saving grace. He's been able to make just enough army. We've gotten to the point where 27 minutes into this game, we're just Ling Bane again, and everything's gonna go down.
I feel like we're back in the first 5 minutes of the game.
We are.
Old-fashioned Ling Bane run-by. This feels like we're in a 5-minute game. GG, well played. ETpwnHome with a 27-minute game. He takes the victory over LastSurprise. I guess that Marauder Hellbat push was his last surprise. And with that, GG, man. What a way to start off the evening.
That was the first series.
Yeah, that was series number 1, and that was like, what, 3 30-minute games?
Oh,
no, I think the first one was like 15, the second one was maybe 20, the last one was pushing 30. Good stuff, good stuff.
That was...
What a game. And it's funny, because I was just watching Sero versus Hero, or Marine Lord it was, and in that, it was pretty much the same scenario, like, both players kind of had their halves of the map, and at the end, what won it was like Ultra, Bane, and some Vipers. Now, that was like game number 2. Game number 3 got a little bit more scrappy than just a straight-up win. But nonetheless, it was well played.
Yeah, well played. GG. That was an amazing series. It was so close. It was so back and forth. Just I love that LastSurprise, every single game he learned from it, right? Like game 1.
He adjusted.
Yeah. Like game 1, like his Raven opener like did so poorly. Game 2, he just focused on it and he did immaculately. And game 3, like, yeah, here we have him actually transitioning into a late game composition with Ghost Lib. But that's the problem when you play against Zerg, is that they can always like tech switch, and like Ghost Lib is good against Ultra Viper, but then he just went Ling Bane, and then like Lib Ghosts struggle a lot against just Ling Bane.
Yeah, and you know, I'm a little disappointed that we never got to hear the story of those burrowed banelings.
I know, right?
Like, are they still burrowed to this day? Some say to this day they're still burrowed out there on Death Aura LE. And they're gonna change the map pool, and legend has it that they will still be there burrowed, just waiting for an SCV line to come cha-chaing through those stairs. But yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know. But in the bracket, we do have updates as that was series number 1, and everyone else pretty much finished up all their series. The series.
I would have been very
whatever
surprised
you guys want to call it.
if there was like a match that hadn't finished yet. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
I think there's one, isn't there? Yeah, there's one. Eon and Phobia.
My God.